And speaking of opium, I'd be remiss not to mention the Opium Wars, which lasted from 1839 to 1860. Now, this is the industrialization of addiction. You have the British East India Company essentially acting as a state sponsored cartel. I'm talking state sponsored addiction used as a geopolitical weapon. I'll summarize it succinctly. The British East India Company, or EIC, had a trade deficit with China. Britain wanted things like tea, porcelain, and silk, but China just wanted silver. And the Brits loved their tea so much that they were running out of silver to pay for it. And that affected the taxes on tea, which affected the government, and blah, blah, blah. So, what these men did was go to India, get opium, and smuggle it into China, where although it was illegal, by 1938, 4 to 12 million Chinese men were addicted. That was roughly 20 to 25% of their military. 1,400 tons of opium per year went into China. This demand flipped the deficit, and eventually the silver that China was receiving soon began to leave to pay for the opium. And China once tried to seize and destroy 2.5 million pounds. But Britain decimated their ships after that and forced the Chinese to sign the Treaty of Nanking, which had them cede Hong Kong as well as pay for the opium that they had destroyed. And this ruined the Chinese economy and society for the next 100 years. Effectively, the British forced the Chinese government to pay for their own citizens that the Brits had gotten addicted. Now, you can see the first case of addiction imposed onto the masses. But what happens when the call comes from inside the house?